Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new week. And just an update, if you don't follow me on my other social platforms, you can hear all the birds are outside my window. My son had a traumatic accident, really threw our lives upside down. And we are still putting the pieces together and moving in a positive direction, but I'm on a partial comeback. I'm trying as hard as I can, but still got a lot going on. But I appreciate you sticking by me and standing with me through this. It means a lot. For this week, the Lover's card, the Major Arcana card. Who doesn't love this card? We have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, 5, and the Seven of Wands. Probably going to see fives this week. It can embody some change, maybe a little bit of conflict, but don't even worry about it because we got the Lover's card kind of trumping everything out. This is the golden card in tarot, one of them. Everyone loves this card. Now, this card embodies a number 6, which is all about choices, stability, and family. So maybe right now you are faced with some choices, career choices, relationship choices, family choices, business choices. The Lover's card has a ton of meaning that can come with it. It can signify romance if you're single, new love. It can mean someone from your past, an ex wants to get back together. They're going to reach out and try to rekindle things. It can mean choices around relationships, or maybe you've been dating and you're trying to decide between a few people. This is also a really great sign around relationships. This is a time of harmony and balance. You're working well together. Things are going well. Maybe as a couple, you have some big decisions to make, business opportunities, moving. The Lover's card is all about taking your time. Maybe you're thinking about doing some big things and following your heart. The Lover's card can also just signify this time where new people are coming into your life, new friendships. It's just a great card. The biggest thing about this card, though, is choices, maybe on the horizon, and you just need to take your time with those. Now, round this week, you see the fives. Here we go, because we have this 7 and this 9. So maybe people are tense this week. Maybe they want to argue. They're having a bad day. Maybe you go into the grocery store and you get a rude cashier. Maybe people in your family are touchy, your partner's touchy. Maybe with this 5 of Wands, you're dealing with a situation where there are too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and nobody's listening. There's a big ego war going on there. What is important with these fives is that you don't internalize this. If people don't listen to you, don't internalize that. That's what this 9 is. The 9 of Swords is all about worry and self-doubt and anxiety. It's a false card. It represents a mindset. And it's really tied to nighttime, where maybe that's your hardest time and you sit up and you're laying awake and you're playing out worst case scenarios. You're beating yourself up over things. Mentally, you're hanging out with worry and fear and negativity, all the things you don't want to hang out with before you go to bed, because that is one of the heaviest times for manifesting, where you really tap into that subconscious mind. And if you're going to bed like this, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel like crap, and then it's just going to get heavier and heavier. It's going to snowball on you to a place where you could make this a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you have to be really careful this week not to let this interfere with your mental headspace. Now, the 9 of Swords can come out a lot for people that have dealt with abuse in their lifetime, or just something really traumatic that definitely affected their self-esteem. And it's situations like this where they can get triggered and they go into their head and they blame themselves very easily, or they make a mistake and they'll go over it and over and over it again, because this Nine of Swords is a perfectionist. And remember, if we didn't make mistakes, we would never grow. Mistakes are a good thing. That is how we learn. So you just have to be really careful of your mindset. Now, with these fives, what's important, and I've talked to you about vibration a lot. Your vibrational places, it's your bank account. And all day long, you're getting deposits and withdrawals. You have two things here around this week that really can represent a place where your vibrational place could get pulled down if you're not careful. If people are touchy, just walk away. Don't entertain. Don't argue just to argue. It's not worth your time and it's not worth your vibrational place. Don't give it up and let it just fall down because someone's picking at you because they're having a bad day. Guard your vibrational place. It's very important. Keep yourself in that high vibe place. You want to make sure that every day you're putting in more deposits than you're getting withdrawals. So keep that in mind. Now, this five a lot of times comes out for family situations, work situations where nobody's listening. What you need to do, because it's by the seven, stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, and then leave. Don't internalize the fact that people aren't listening. These are both minor cards. So please know that whatever this conflict is, whatever this week represents, what it brings to you, it's not permanent. These things will blow over. They are minor. But it's almost like you're going into a week of testing. And remember, sometimes it's best just to turn and walk away. You know, my favorite saying, one of them, is I'm not receiving. If I run into a situation, one of my friends, one of my family members, they're just kind of grumpy and they want to argue because they're looking for a place to dump, I'll offer to listen. But if they still just want to argue, I'm like, I'm not receiving. And what that means is you can keep that with you, because I'm not going to allow you to get into my vibrational place. I'm not receiving any of that today. And like I said, if they want to talk, always offer that. Hey, I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to sit here and argue with you or let you take your crap out on me. So just keep that in mind, because you have this seven, and it's very important this week that you draw your boundaries. Maybe people that are in your life are kind of walking on you a little bit. They're crossing your boundaries. Maybe there's a situation where you have to speak up and put up boundaries. And I know it's always easy for me to sit over here and say, hey, you got to stand up. You got to put up your boundaries. Because if you don't, something could snowball. And in the end, you're going to be very resentful over that. Remember, if someone asks you for something, you don't have to give them an answer. Because a lot of times when we see this 9, it's just easy for that person. It represents someone that says yes right away without thinking. Just say, hey, I may need some time to think about that. I'll get back to you. That way you can pull yourself together, collect your thoughts, and think about it. Or just simply say, oh, I can't do that at this time. No is very powerful and it's not rude. The 9 of Swords sometimes is a people pleaser because of what they've been through. And it can be very hard to put up boundaries. They always want to be liked, and it's uncomfortable when they have to speak up. But I promise you, when the 7 comes out, this will be something that will have a huge payout for you. So just be very mindful. Don't get tangled up if people are in a bad mood. If people don't listen to you and you see all these people fighting and they're all having this ego battle and everybody's right, don't internalize it. It's not your fault. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Just get in there and speak your voice and leave. things will calm down. Really important for you to put up those boundaries and not hang out in this place of anxiety and fear and worry and doubt. Remember, none of those fear-based thoughts are your friends and nothing is going to happen. You're just being really self-critical. Think about your future. Think about what your heart wants. See yourself going there. See yourself making the decisions and the choices, or what you can do to pull all this into your life. This is a really nice card. And please know it really signifies stability and harmony and family and things really coming together. Just take your time with your choices. It is going to be a fabulous week because you got the Lovers card. You may see a 6, and that could be when you're thinking about something for your future or maybe a choice that you have. And 5s are about a little bit of change, but I think more than anything, the 5s represent how you're going to react, the change in you. You're just not going to engage. You're going to speak your mind this week, and it's going to have a big payout for you. Happy New Week, everyone.